Hi guys, it's Angel from AngelSkyeTV. Today's your weekly medicine tarot reading for the week of May 28th. Wherever you are at home, just close your eyes for a moment while I shuffle the deck. And I'm going to call in the fairy elementals, the archangels, and our entire angelic realm to guide our reading for the week of May 28th. All right. Okay, so let's see what we have for this week. So beginning of the week, and this energy for sure is something that I was experiencing in the last couple of days. So I'm filming on a Monday. I start the weekly medicine tarot for the Sunday. And anyways, this isn't a be assertive card, and I've had to assert myself the last few days with several people. I'm not sure what it is, but it's just like a redefining boundaries and also just defining boundaries with people type of energy for me personally. And this is echoing in this the beginning of the week, this this card. So it's saying, don't back down from what you believe is right, and also courageously standing up for yourself. So like I said, I've had that happen over the last few days with just random people and things like that. So definitely at the beginning of the week, you're going to maybe find yourself in situations where you will have to assert yourself. You will have to redefine boundaries with people. And it might be people close to you. It might be people that you don't even know. It's a great time to just make those boundaries known. There is a video online, Brené Brown. She talks about boundaries. I absolutely love that video. She really makes a strong point about how when there's no boundaries in a relationship, it invites bad behavior. And those aren't her exact words, but that's what I got out of the video. And I really learned about a lot from that because it's so true. Like, if you don't tell people what you're thinking or what your expectations are in a relationship, then it just leaves room for them to, you know, do whatever they want. And then trying to reestablish those boundaries can often be difficult. So it's good to do it straight up as soon as you form a relationship. Obviously, you know, don't be that hard ass that no one wants to hang out with, but just being really clear about what your needs are, what you will accept, what you won't accept, without worrying what the other person thinks. Because essentially, if you're placing them before you, then of course they're going to take that inch that you're giving them. And why is that their fault? That isn't their fault. You can be mad about it. You can, you know, think that they're awful people, but you weren't clear with your boundaries. So it's really, really hard sometimes to be clear with your boundaries because we don't want to hurt people. Sorry for being distracted, but having a kitten around the house is very entertaining. Anyways, back to boundaries. Be clear with your boundaries. Like, for example, ouch, don't bite me. Letting my cat know that when he bites too hard teaches him not to bite hard. Right? Yes. Ouch. Hey, 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 hey. He's super hyper in the morning and at night and during the night and pretty much all day. Oh, get out of there. Sorry about that. So middle of the week, let's see. It's time to take action. So being fearless and happily pursuing your most treasured dreams. And there's going to be some amazing career opportunities that come midweek. So look out for them. I see lots of good things. Especially will come to you when you're networking, when you're out and about. Maybe you're outside going for a hike. Maybe you're, you know, you're doing some kind of an event that, you know, your work has made you go to or whatever. But there's some sort of link between networking, the guides are saying, and some new opportunities around your career. So keep your eyes open for that. End of the week, there's some kind of a decision that's holding you back. So you're over-intellectualizing something, and you do need to make a choice. And I feel like you might be trying to potentially please other people. Again, this goes back to what I said at the beginning. Really work hard to figure out what makes you happy. Let people know what that is so that it's right out in the open. And don't be afraid to tell your needs to people, what is required from them in the relationship. And otherwise, you know, you might start to feel trapped. You might start to feel like you're being taken advantage of. And yeah, so just be clear with your boundaries. And that's easier said than done. It takes a lot of work to, sometimes people, there are certain people that really like to push boundaries. And what the guides are showing me is just some Leos, for example, Leos and Aquariuses, and I don't know if that's just because that sign is square my sign, but that tends to be a big one for me, that they often challenge my boundaries, and I always have to kind of redefine, hey, you know, you're taking too much, or like, no, that's not acceptable, or whatever. So look at your chart, what your sign is, and figure out who's square your sign, because sometimes that indicates who you might be challenging with or have a challenge with. Also on your descendant line, so your rising sign is determined by your time of birth, and then directly across from that on your chart is your descendant line. Those people will often challenge you too. So for example, my rising sign is Gemini, and so my descendant line is Sag or Sagittarius. And not always do I get challenged by Sagittarius. I actually learn a lot from them. That's another thing that happens with your descendant line. But sometimes they challenge me. That doesn't necessarily mean in a bad way. I do find, just because I think the placement of Aquarius and Leo to my sun, I do find that they tend to, oh my goodness, you're so crazy. You're so crazy, Gato. They do tend to just challenge me in little ways, not always big ways. Just I have to constantly kind of stand up for myself or reclaim my power with those two signs. And I'm sure they must feel the same way around me because I'm square their sun too. So yeah, that's basically what the reading is for this week. Be assertive, be courageous, stand up for what you believe in, look for those opportunities midweek, and try to make a decision, especially around circumstances where you feel trapped. Remember, feelings really do create our reality, because if we believe in those feelings, if we believe we're feeling those things because of, then we're going to continue to create that reality we're not really happy with. So choose to see things in a different way, and that is a choice. It really is a choice. And if you're in Halifax, come out to my expo on June 3rd. There is over 100 exhibitors. I literally had 23 people sign up in the last 2 weeks of that 100, and then some people had to cancel. So it's been crazy around here. I am going through the final stint to the last few days, getting everything prepared. It's at the Halifax Forum between 10 and 6. I distributed free passes all over the city. So hopefully you can go grab some of those. There is a list on my website, because both my websites are linked together, but it's halifaxspiritexpo.com. You can check that out. And angels-essentials.com, that's on this video after this talk, also links to that page. So anyways, free tickets. There are online tickets for $3.55. At the door, it's $8. We're donating a portion of proceeds to Hope for Wildlife, Ecology Action Center, and the World Wildlife Fund. Hope for Wildlife will actually be bringing live animals to the event, so it's going to be pretty exciting. It's a great event. There's a mermaid at one, so lots of fun things, talks all day. And yeah, so I am just hoping I can get some sleep this week, hoping I will see you back here next week if I haven't died from this event, because it is enormous and very, very overwhelming, and I have a bunch of school projects due at the same time. But you know what? Do it all with a smile. Make a choice to be happy. That's all you can do in these circumstances. Complaining does not help. It actually, honest to God, makes it worse. So you have yourself a good week, and talk to you soon.